binti Muhammad Saleh, 1316760. First of all, we need to know about programming. What is programming? Actually, programming involves deciding what should be distributed to the public. In the early days, there were just television networks and in competing with each other to think how to brand their services to attract specific audiences. What is the sources of programs? There are 5 sources of programs, which are self-produced, related and non-related media, major and independent, syndicators, and others. Self-produced is the programming that is produced by the organization that distributes it. For example, a local TV station produces several news programs a day, such as TV3. They produce programs like Malaysia Hari Ini, Majalah 3, Slot Akasia, and many more. Related sources is where one company owns several TV stations and the station share news crews and news stories. For example, local TV stations affiliate with particular networks and obtain much of their programming from them. Like Media Prima has several TV stations such as TV3, NTV7, TV9, and 8TV. Non-related is when programmers are not related through company, ties or affiliation agreements. They often receive programming from each other. For example, HBO produces for ABC. NBC has gotten some of its programming from PBS. Scrubs was produced by ABC for airing on NBC. Then, after 7 seasons, when NBC decided not to air it anymore, ABC took it in. Another sources of program is major production companies. It is the one that also produce theatrical movies. For example, TV3 and TV9 may order series from Primeworks Studio because all are part of the Media Prima family. Independents attach themselves to a major production company in an umbrella deal because the major gives them office space and some financing, and in return gets the right to distribute whatever they produce. For example, Orange Tree Productions, a small company which produce a certain series for Astro, such as Bila Shoaib Speaking London.
Kau pasal tiba-tiba cakap orang putih ni?
Dia Etilia.
Saya dah sedia.
And Mira Sofia.
Kemungkinan besar
Syndicators is a players in the programming business that supply programs to a variety of programming outlets. For example, when the video of emotional baby become viral, and after that the baby's family were invited to Ellen show. Actually, there's many more source of programs. For example, radio station deal extensively with music companies. Kuliah or halaqah could be Islamic content for radio station or TV station. Video game producers obtain rights from movies to make them as a game. Now, with them is source of programs. But, how they develop? It will be explained by...
Peace. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello. My name is Sabila binti Ismail 1311992. And now, we will move on to the development. Development is a process that takes them from idea to the distribution. In the network world, idea must be nurtured, tested, and fine-tuned before they are ready for public consumption. For example, when a network executive who hears a story or watches a short clip on YouTube, he might turn it into a series. And she might set up a meeting to pitch the idea into several network executives. If the network executives like to flesh out idea, he might request a pilot. Pilot is referring to one program as it might appear in a series. If the program ideas get past the pilot stage, the network authorizes production. For example, The Hunger Games and Twilight, which are the adaptations from novel to movies. The first movies gain so much potential viewers and decide it is safer to put their resource into sequel or spin-off. Sequels, also known as follow-up, which mean the movie have continuations from previous series, while spin-off or sequel means the movie reverses the chronological frame. News process consists of 2 processes, which are news gathering and news compilations. What is news gathering? News gathering is when the major providers reporters go to local, national and international places where the news is happening to gather the facts. There are a few sources of news which are stringers, news agencies, general publics, written news release or videos news release. In news compilations, the person who are involved are news directors, news producer, segment producer, assignment editor and writer. News directors have overall responsibility for the news operations, hiring and firing people and setting the general guidelines for the approach. News producer organizes the program and decides what will be included in the news. The segment producer may oversee special type of information such as consumer affairs or entertainment news. The assignment editor is the person who keeps track of the stories that need to be covered and send reporter to cover the story. The writer will rewrite news agency's copy and stories sent in by reporter and prepare the introductions and the conclusions for the total newscast. The main element that is developed by radio stations is the format. There are many formats used by commercial radio stations. For example, Sina FM, which provide retro music, Hits FM, which provide contemporary music, Hiking FM, which is religious formats radio. There are many factors why the radio station choose that particular format. The first factor are programming already available in the station's listening area. For example, Classic National. It is the only radio station that focuses on classical music. The second factor is the compositions of the listening audience. For example, the Malaysians will probably be more interested to Hot FM or Era FM than Fly FM. That's why Era FM got the highest rating than the others. The third factor is the interest of the community and the interest of the station management. For example, if the town has popular football teams, the stations might broadcast football games.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syazana Hazwani binti Abdul Razak 1326062. Now we continue with my part about scheduling. For radio, they use clock as the main scheduling element. Inside, show all the programs that appear within an hour. Generally, each time segment within an hour resembles that same time at other hours. It will help listener to know what segment to expect. And for station music program will help them to know what music to play and for how long. If they don't schedule it, wouldn't it be boring to listen to the same music every day? TV also have their own scheduling format, especially high-budget movie usually released during summer or holiday because people have more leisure time to spend. For internet, it is less scheduling because it always available every time, but still need to keep up to date. But why we need to have schedule? Because it is really important to set the program based on audience available time so that they can gain followers to watch their program. To set their schedule, they must know the prime time. What is prime time? It is the period that receives the most audience. So, from this, they will know which program need to cancel or need to move to new time. For cable network, usually it do well in prime time because it will do narrowcasting, which focusing on particular demographic like HBO for movies, ESPN for sports, Awani for news, and many more. A lot of scheduling strategies that can use to attract audience. First, block programming, scheduling one type of program for an entire evening. Second, hemocking. It is placing new series between two successful existing series. Third, tentpoling. It is putting the new or weak series before and after successful program. And the last one, stripping. It shows same series of same time, Monday to Friday. Scheduling is a controversial process. It depends on public, what live on and what get cancelled.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azid Azidee 1326811. Drama is a basic, enduring and high profile of entertainment that has been part of electronic media since its beginning. It's come in many forms and one of them is soap opera, or if it is come from Latin America, it's called telenovela. Each program is serialized and continuing, and usually it only lasts for several months. The soap opera grabs the audience by putting sense of curiosity to the audience to know what will happen next.
What's she doing here?
Other forms of drama are anthology drama, which usually refer to the drama of 1950s. Next, the anthropology drama then be replaced by the episodic serialized drama, which had set of character and problem that could be solved in 16 minutes. The plot-dominated character and excitement, adventure, tension, resolution became key factor. Drama sometimes come in the form of mini-series that last for several episodes but do not go on indefinitely. Last year, Malaysia just got first locally made mini-series, which is Facing Up to Fazura. Facing Up Fazura, also known as a docudrama. Comedy historically been a mainstay of media. The aim are to make people laugh, but it is not an easy task because it makes stroke pain writers and talented performers to crank out the humorous line. For example, Era FM, a Malaysia radio station, has a segment which called Johara Pagi Era, and it is very funny and entertaining. The example for TV comedy program are Pimai Pimai Tangtu, which aired back years ago, and now we have Maharaja Lawak Mega.
Itulah. Ni anak abang ni.
The next genre of program are reality TV. It is a TV program in which ordinary people are continuously filmed, designed to be entertaining rather than informative. For example, Malaysia have a lot of reality TV shows such as Academy Fantasia, MasterChef, Imam Muda, Ustazah Pilihan, and many more. Game shows have been popular on television. The formula is easy. It just involves ordinary people using skill or luck to win the prizes. For example, back years before, we have Roda Impian, which successfully grabs a lot of audience. The current example, a Korean game show. Guess what? Running Man. Music is the mainstay of radio, but it is difficult to keep track various music formats because music constantly evolving. Certain radio stations choose a category of music and focusing on that music format. For example, Classic National, which focusing in classical music, and Sinar FM, which focusing on retro music. The TV station also take a music concept and make it as a program. For example, Anugerah Juara Lagu from TV3, which is a singing competition to choose the best song of the year, or MTV channel, which shows local and international music video. News currently available in large number of forms. It could be accessed anytime and anywhere. Journalists referred as a gatekeeper because they decide what people need to know. Many radio and TV stations make news as their content. For example, Buletin Utama, edisi 7, Buletin Awani, CNN, and many more, they provide a current news for the audience so that people knows the current issue. Sport also been published as a TV and radio program. For example, Astro Arena, ESPN, and Eurosport, they televise sport tournament so that people who interested could watch it. Currently, radio and TV talk show are really different than before because the involvement of the audience that give a big impact. One of the well-known talk shows is Macam-Macam Asnil, which include various segments that attract different age group. This concept is also used by the Oprah Winfrey shows and Ellen shows. Documentaries is a film or TV or radio program that provide a factual report on a particular subject. Majalah 3 is an example of document-based program which portrays about certain issues in Malaysia. Other examples are Animal Planet that televise the animal world. Religious program has been part of radio and TV program since their beginning. Today, some media use religious program as a main format. For example, The Deen Show and Jejak Rasul, which covered about Islam. Children programming are programs designed for and marketed to children, normally scheduled for broadcast during morning and afternoon when children are awake. Most of the children program today include fun educational material and they attract the children by using colorful material and also the animation.
Betul.
So, I think that's all for today. Is there any question? No? Good. That means you are fully understand. So, thank you.